Yo, hey guys, it's Pop and Jacques Slade here, back with another unboxing, and today, got a little something special for you guys. These actually just released on Saturday, and I went and got me a pair over at Foot Locker out in Hollywood and Highlands. A big shout out to Foot Locker that had a pair for me. Picked these up. They were $200 plus tax, although the regular version of this shoe is only $185, so keep that in mind when you actually get a look at these. They're actually having an NBA 2K tournament there, and they gave a really dope pair of these away in this really crazy case. But for right now, let's take a look at the retail pair of the LeBron 16 What The, aka 1 through 5. So as you see, it comes in a different LeBron box than what we've seen lately. See, it has the LeBron logo here, but then it has the LeBron like Dunkman logo. It has the LeBron Dunkman logo there as well. On the back has the Nike swoosh, and then here it has the LeBron King logo. And something really interesting that I noticed about this box as well is that it has men's and women's sizes. So a men's 11 is equivalent to a women's 12 and a half. So just for those out there, if you ever want to get a woman's shoe, know that women's shoes are a size and a half bigger than the men's version of the shoe. So if you wear a 10, then get a women's 11 and a half, and so on. Or if you wear an 11, like in my case, you get a women's 12 and a half. So this is officially called the LeBron 16 Limited is what it says on the box. It doesn't say what the or the 1 through 5 or anything like that. Again, suggested retail is $200, and just all your regular information. Multicolor, multiple colors, basically is what it says for the colorway. So anyway, let's take a look at these, and these are definitely very polarizing. Some people really like them, and some people are like, nah. I personally like the way they look, and I really like the story behind them. And actually, if you stick around for the video, I'm gonna give you 5 things you actually didn't know about this shoe. So here is the left shoe, and as you can see, it is a mix of a ton of different things. From here, the color here on the tongue, the actual color here on the midsole and on the heel counter here by the Achilles, the color here on the actual heel counter, the plastic heel counter, or the EVA, sorry, was that? Yeah, EVA heel counter, EVA there, and then the outsole is crazy. Just a bunch of different styles here. And then here is the right shoe. That's the left shoe, yeah. This is the right shoe. As you can see, this one is different as well. As you can see, it has a mix of a bunch of different things all over the shoe, from the outsole all the way to the upper. Now, I've already talked to you guys a little bit about the LeBron 16. If you don't remember that, check out this video right here. It'll link you directly to that video so you can get a better idea of all the technology inside of the LeBron 16. But here is just a quick update. They use Battle.Knit on the upper, which is Nike's upgraded version of Flyknit. It's thicker, it's more durable, and it has a lot more rigidity to it, so it's more stable and holds your foot in a little better without all the extra padding that we had with other versions that just put Flyknit on a basketball shoe. And they also have this modular version of the Air Max unit, and there's actually zoom inside of the Air Max unit, so you have Air Max with zoom in there for the additional comfort, for that additional impact protection. When you're a player like LeBron, when you're as big as LeBron, you need that extra comfort and that extra protection when you land or when you jump. So let's get into some of the things that you didn't really realize about the shoe. First thing, on the back of the left shoe, it has established 1984, which is LeBron's birthday. So they have that there as a little extra nod to him. And they actually have 16 written out twice on these shoes. It's once here where it's actually the word 16 written out, and then they have the word 16 written out here again on the bottom. Now for this heel pull, they actually switch it up and they put LeBron on this heel pull. So just a little mix up there to kind of switch things up a little bit. Now, something else that they have here also in the gold is they have the SFG, and then they have Ohio, and then they have 330, and then they have BBZ, which is obviously for LeBron's kids, which are Bronny, Bryce, and Zuri, and then the rest obviously represent Ohio for OH, and then 330 Now, a lot of people assume that these shoes were just the opposite, and that is actually true for certain parts of the shoe. So for the midsole, as you can see here, this one is black with white speckles, and this one is white with black speckles. And then you can see that they changed the heel here from red to black. It's black on this one, it's red on this one, and then the gold and then the black here. So this one, the heel goes all the way down. The material goes all the way down and covers that little heel section. With this one, it's just tumbled leather here, but then they have like this plastic or EVA version of the heel. I'm gonna call that the heel counter there as well. Now, when you move to the upper, you can see that the laces are obviously different. They have blue and red, and they actually come with extra sets of laces. So the left pair comes with a set of neon laces, which goes with the neon hit on the inside of the heel pull. And then the right pair, it comes with a pair of white laces, which I don't know what that matches to on this shoe. So yeah, so officially these are called the 1 through 5. This is an ode or a way of explaining the next 5 colorways that are going to come in the LeBron 16, and it's also an ode to LeBron because LeBron technically can play all 5 positions on the court. So point guard, forward, small forward, power forward, and he can also play the center. So he basically can play every position on the court, and that's where the colorways for these come from. It does still have that what the theme that we've seen with, like, that started with Nike SB, and now it's all over the place basically. But let's go into a little bit of detail about the colors and why they chose each color on each shoe. So the first colorway, which actually already has been released, is called Fresh Bread, and that's where this heel piece comes from for this shoe. So this whole heel counter piece is from the Fresh Bread colorway. Now, another thing on this shoe is the tongue. That's from the King colorway, which hasn't been announced yet, and it's made looks like, feel like it's pony hair with a camo print on it, or maybe that's a leopard print. And so there's supposed to be a King colorway that's going to be coming up. I haven't seen that shoe yet, but apparently, according to this, it's going to be one of the first 5 that's going to release. The third one is the upper of the right shoe, and that is the SFG colorway, which is called Strive for Greatness, as most of you guys already know right now. So the Strive for Greatness, which they do a lot with the LeBron Soldier line, that's where this upper comes from, where it's black and white. And a third of the things you probably didn't know about this shoe is that although it looks black and white, if you get a really close up look at the shoe, you can see that there's actually colors inside as well. So there's red, there's green, there's blues mixed in between the battle net. You don't really see it a lot from a distance, but when you get up close, you can see that they added some color in there. It adds like a different texture to the shoe, which I think looks really, really dope. Moving over to the left shoe, we see this outsole. Now this outsole is from the I Promise colorway. I don't know if this is what the shoe is going to look like, or if this is just what the outsole of the I Promise colorway is going to look like. They don't say whether that's an adult version of the shoe or a kid's version of the shoe. For those of you out there, you know the I Promise is LeBron's dedication to getting kids access to education. He built the school in Cleveland, and it's all built on that I Promise premise, and that's where these come from, the outsole here. So very, very dope look on the outsole here. If you look at this outsole, it's a bunch of different colors. It's white, I believe. This is glow in the dark section here. And here you see they have the gradient from green to orange, I'm going to say. So a green to orange gradient right there. Now, the fourth thing about the shoe that you guys probably didn't know is they have the Dunkman here on the heel of the shoes. And the LeBron Dunkman here, it's in blue, and here it's in black. You can't really see it as much on the left shoe, but it's there, and it has LeBron doing the Dunkman, and I think it looks really, really dope. I hope they actually use that logo a little more. I'd love to see that logo a little bit more. Okay, and the fifth and final shoe that's a part of this collection is the upper of this shoe, and that's called the 2020. So I imagine they're going to do a multicolor version of the LeBron, and this basically has just multicolor Flyknit. It's basically the opposite of this. So these colors that you see here, those are the colors that are like very vaguely represented on the inside of the battle knit here. So just a quick recap. The battle knit here on the upper is representative of the 2020 colorway, which is coming down the way. The outsole of the left shoe is from the I Promise colorway, which is coming. Then we have the tongue of the right shoe, which is from the King colorway of the shoe, which is supposed to be coming. Then we have the upper, which is the SFG or Strive for Greatness colorway that's supposed to be coming down the line. And then finally, we have the heel counter, which is the Fresh Bread colorway, which is coming down the line. Well, actually, that one already released. The Fresh Bread colorway already released, so that's one we've already seen. There's a couple things on here that I don't know what they represent. This outsole here, I'm not sure what shoe that is from. That hasn't been revealed yet. And then on this shoe, we have the tongue, which I'm not sure where that is revealed yet either, what colorway that goes to. And then we have this piece here on the heel counter, which it doesn't really say where that one is from either, or this gold piece, although this gold piece does have a lot of the detailing, like the 1984. It has the SFG, it has the 330, and it has Ohio there represented on the shoe. So there are a few different details that haven't exactly been revealed, but basically everything else on the shoe is mismatched and nothing else really matches the other shoe. The only place on the shoe, and this is the fifth and final thing you didn't know about the shoe, the only thing that matches on the shoe is the toe outsole of these shoes. Now, that doesn't apply to the logo, although there's a LeBron logo there in different color. This material, the actual rubber on the outsole, is the only place on this shoe where it's exactly the same color. And that even goes down to the Air Max bag, the Zoom fibers inside the Air Max bag. In this one, they're red, and in this one, they're black. Like literally everything else except for this rubber piece right here is mismatched. These two are exactly the same. Anyway, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at these. These are $200. They obviously sold out over on Sneakers when they released on Friday. I haven't checked the resale, but I'm sure if you want a pair, you can find yourself a pair over on the resale sites as of right now. With that being said, I am Jacques Slade. As always, guys, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe if you like this content. And if you want to find out more about this sort of stuff, why don't you go ahead and turn on your notifications. I'm Jacques Slade, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.